I think that Watford will finish bottom of the league because they've had a terrible season this year. Only just about stayed in the Prem. They finished 7th and they haven't showed any signs of going better. So that's where I think Watford will finish last. I think that Huddersfield Town will be 19th in the league because they've just got promoted by winning the Championship playoff final, but that's not even second or first in the Championship, and those are the two teams that usually stay up. And I don't really know much about Huddersfield Town, so that's why I think they will finish 19th and get relegated. I think Crystal Palace will finish 18th in the league because, much like Watford, they've had a really bad season and only just stayed up. And I also do not think that they'll be able to keep on to their star player Wilfried Zaha, who is still really young. I think he's 22 or 23. But I'm probably completely wrong there. But he's really good, so I don't think they're going to be able to hold on to him. So that's why I think Crystal Palace will finish 18th. I think that Brighton will finish 17th in the league. The reasons to this are because they've finished second in the Championship to get promoted, and I think that they're going to have a really mediocre season for a team that's just got promoted, and I think they're just going to escape relegation, and I think they're going to be in the relegation zone for most of the year. I think that Burnley will finish 16th in the league and have a really bad season for the team because they've really put out some really good performances this year. But I think that they're just going to have a banana slip and fall down to 16th because I don't think they're going to be able to hold on to Boyd and Michael Keane, and I think that's going to be a really big blow for them. I believe that West Brom will be 15th in the league next year. I'm not really sure why, just my gut feeling says that they will be 15th. 14th in the league, I think Swansea, because they've just about escaped relegation this year, but I think they're going to start building it up and they're going to finish 14th and keep rising like they did in that really good 2014-15 season where I think they might have finished 8th, and that's really good for Swansea, and it'd be really good to see a Welsh team do well. I think that Leicester will finish 13th because after winning the league 2 years ago, this season has been an absolute disaster for them. Vardy and Mahrez has just not shown up to any of the games after selling their best player Kante, who no one thought was their best player in the season they won it. Everyone thought it was either Mahrez or Vardy. And sacking Ranieri was just a terrible decision to make. And I think they're going to do a little bit better than they did this year, but not much. So that's why I think Leicester will be 13th. I think that Stoke will finish 12th. Again, my gut feeling really, and it's just a standard place for Stoke to be in the league. I think that Newcastle will finish 11th in the league. After winning the Championship, I've seen them play in real life and the way they play is really good. I watched them when they were in the Championship and they look like a very good Premier League club that can come back from the Championship and raise to that quality in the top tier. So that's where I think Newcastle will finish 11th. I think that West Ham will finish 10th. After having a really big slip up this year, losing 4-0 to Arsenal, just getting all these really bad defeats, I think they're going to step it up a bit. I think Randolph is going to make himself into a better keeper. Reed is looking really strong, and I think that they're going to finish 10th. I think that Southampton will finish 9th because I think they're going to stay around that level for the next couple of years as they've done in the last 2-3 years with just selling players, getting money, buying new players, then selling them off again. It's really working for them lately, and I think that if they just keep doing that, they'll just make a pattern out of it and they'll just stay around there. But if they really want to do it and they really want to start getting those Europa League places, they need to just hold on to their best players and just go for it. I think the Bournemouth will finish 8th. After thinking they were going to get relegated last season, I think they're going to finish 8th again as they did. They're showing really good, a really surprise to me, really. And I believe that they're just going to finish 8th. I think they're going to do really well for quite a small team if you think about it. So yeah, I think Bournemouth will finish 8th. I think Everton will finish 7th. I don't think they're going to be able to hold on to Lukaku. I think he's going to be gone. So that's going to be a massive blow to them. But I think they can still hold on to a 7th place. But if they really want one of those Europa League spots, even Champions League spots, they need to keep on to Lukaku. That's all they need to do. I think the Man City will finish 6th. After finishing 3rd this year, I think they're going to fall down 3 places. I think the Pep Guardiola is just not the right manager for the team. I think they're going to bring in a new signing and everyone's going to be really hyped up. They're going to get him for about 60 million. He's going to be really hyped up and I think he's just going to flop. I don't know who he is, but I think they are going to do that. And I think they're going to sell 1 or 2 players just off the bench that don't really play but is really vital to the team, and I think that's going to be a real blow for them. And also if they don't sort out Claudio Bravo, either make him better, make Willy Caballero better, or just sell them to and get a world-class keeper in. I think the Man U will finish 5th. 1 place higher than they did this year. I think Man U are going to sort it out a tiny bit. I think Pogba's going to start being a lot more consistent. He needs to, and just start putting the performances. And I don't think they're going to quite get a Champions League spot. I think Arsenal will finish 4th after finishing 5th this year and not qualifying for the Champions League for the first time in 20 years is just an absolute disgrace, really. And with Arsene Wenger signing a new contract as well, lot of debate whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. Most Arsenal fans are saying it's a bad thing, but I'm still torn in the middle at the moment whether he should go or stay. But I think this will be a very mediocre season for Arsenal. I think that Chelsea will finish 3rd. Even after winning the league this year, I don't think they're going to quite win it again or finish 2nd. I think they're going to finish 3rd, but only by 1 or 2 points. I think they are going to have a really good season with a lot of wins, just not get that 1st or 2nd mark. But obviously it's alright because no one will be sad that they didn't finish 1st or 2nd, because by the end of the season, no one will be Chelsea fans there anymore. They'd just be a lot more Tottenham and Liverpool fans. I think that Tottenham will finish 2nd. I just do think they'll finish 2nd. As much as I hate them, as much as I want them to do bad, as much as I want Arsenal to finish above them, I just don't think it's going to happen again this year. They're looking really good, and they have a very young squad, and all the young players are good now, so that's just going to progress more for them. I believe that the winners of the Premier League 2017 to 2018 will be a surprise to most of you. It's not like, as I've said, Man City, Arsenal, Chelsea, Tottenham. I think Liverpool will win it. I just have a gut feeling that Liverpool are going to have an absolutely amazing season next year. I don't know what to say about them really. I just have a gut feeling that they're going to have an absolutely amazing season. After not qualifying for the Champions League 2 years ago, but now they've qualified for the Champions League 3 years ago in 2013-14 season. They finished 2nd, just behind Man City. I think they're going to have a very similar season to that this year, but they ain't going to end up on top. And that's my Premier League predictions for 2017 to 2018.